how's it going? I just wanted to say a little bit about these bits and pieces that I got here. If you've got one of these XRs and that, it's getting hard to find parts for, but yeah, down here, see the original case saver. You see it bolts in here. Well, the original ones are a real problem. Every time like you throw the chain, if you do it real bad, it actually just like smashes this whole bolt housing out here, and there's no way of putting another one back on. So XRs only from the States, yeah, they do these here, and they actually they have the original bolt, but of course my one you can't use it, but this other bolt here is actually bolted onto your engine mount, so it's solid as. And yeah, it's one of the only companies that do them like that, so hence why I got one. And mate, they're awesome. And that one there does the 14 or the 15 tooth front, which some don't. You can't put a 15 on them. I just had to modify it, but I had to chop that little bit off there because it was just like interfering with the gear lever. I have my gear lever quite high because I tend to sit back on the bike and have my boots on, of course, so you got to get your leg under there, your foot under there, sorry. And yeah, so these ones, yeah, that's the only modification I had to make, and I think it's just because of the way I have my gear lever, I'm not sure, but man, that's pro, because otherwise, mate, they just smash this whole clutch arm out. See, that one's hit a couple of times there, probably because the last owner, he didn't have a saver on it at all, a case saver. So his chain, he's probably really lucky he hasn't smashed all that off. It leaks a bit of oil, but I'll put a bit of that that metal, that kneaded or whatever it is in there, and yeah, that should fix that. But I also got that the back one as well, which is the chain guide, and look at that, man, it's solid as. It's so much more solid than the factory ones, and my factory one was just worn right out. The chain was actually dropping out the bottom of it. So heaps of hours in use, I suppose. That one there, XR, is only solid as, man, well made, and it comes apart too, so it splits in half, which is real handy. Like if you know, just handy as, because you can get it off and on the chain without having to take your chain off, you see, which is pretty cool. It's a good idea. It all comes apart, and all those the rub guides and all that, they're all replaceable. You can buy kits, and they comes with all the gears in it. Yeah, just sort of let you know. It's yeah, well made. Yeah, it took a while to get here, but you know, COVID and all that. And yeah, no, pretty happy with them, eh? They're pro. Good as.